Okay, what's up, people? I hope you're all doing well. Sorry I'm incredibly late tonight. Yeah, could not get here any quicker than I did. I just walked through the door, so, oh boy, 9:38. Feels like that time just keeps getting pushed back further and further. I want to do more day streams again too, man, to avoid stuff like this. Uh, so I might start doing that again soon. Anyway, let me get a tweet out real quick here and say, dearest Admirable Champions. Let me see. What should we say? What to say today? I do not know. Juan Valdez first one in here, followed by MCOC, Sam, the Black Man, J Mike, Jeff Morris, Ghost Boy, Joseph Landry, Shark Puppet, Rand, Scow, and Rao. What's up, people? Is that Miro Wetang? Andrew Field, Hero Umair. I'm probably saying some of these names incorrectly. I apologize. No, what's up, Clarissa? Yo, what's up, Lefty? It's funny that those two comments are back to back. No sound? What? Don't mess with me. There's definitely sound, right? Right? I don't think I muted it anyway. Oh, God. Yo, Lefty! What's up, man? With that, what do the five fingers say to the face? Thank you, dude. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate it, man. Oh, I forgot. YouTube made some sort of back-end change where it's harder for me to like highlight names because it clicks on the comment now and pulls up some options menu. Super annoying. Anywho, doesn't matter to any of you guys. I'll get over it. There's sound. Okay. You're totally muted. Uh-huh. Was mine? Sorry? No, all good, all good, all good. I'd rather you say something than not, because imagine if I was muted and no one ever said anything, and I was just muted for like 2 straight hours. That would be the ultimate troll on your guys' part. But I would hope that no one would troll me that hard. Just no one ever said it was muted. Oh, God. Who is MD? Sorry to ask. MD is usually Mystic Dispersion. A mastery. No Battlegrounds today? Nah, not today. Not today. We'll get back to Battlegrounds soon. I'll probably do some arena today. Just because there was a lot of discussions going on. And I can't get to, there's probably not going to be a ton of discussion. Because I think we kind of talked out most of what needed to be talked about with the nerf stuff, but I still wanted to leave it open to that discussion before going back to Battlegrounds immediately. Plus, I just miss arena streams in general. Plus, I also miss. Oh, you know what I could say? I got my 1,000th. Can't say it actually. Got my 1,000th champion. I need a screenshot though now, man. You know what? I'm gonna have to tweet from my. Oh God, this is gonna be so ugly. Cause okay, so the phone that I play on is not connected to like anything. It's connected through Wi-Fi, but like I don't have Twitter on the phone or anything like that. So in order to tweet a picture from my device for like a screenshot, I have to do it from my actual phone and not just this old one I use as a tablet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture on my phone here of my other phone and the amount of champions that I have. And I'm gonna tweet that out instead. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so now this is gonna look extra weird as well, because I'm going to be tweeting from my phone instead of this. We can discard that. Let's see. Where is the tweet button? I actually don't tweet that much from my phone. Here we go. All right. Oh, why is it rotated? Can we rotate this? Thank you. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Rotated. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Someone's going to come in right at this moment and be like, well, there's not even Twitter on screen. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I officially hit 1,000 champions. All right. That's it. Yes. No. God, I even spelled it wrong on my damn phone. God. All right, there we go. Officially at 1,000 champs. Tweet. Cool. So now. Where is it? I don't think I need to refresh. I think it'll just pop up right here. Jeopardy music. I know, right? How long does it take to tweet? Maybe I do need to hit refresh. Let's refresh here. There we go. That's what I tweeted out. Officially at 1,000 champions. There we go. That's pretty cool, man. I am a sucker for little milestones like that, you know, little achievements. I like it. It's cool. You guys should be proud every time you hit a milestone yourselves, whether it's 100, 1,000, whatever the number is. All right, anywho, let's go hop into the arena a little bit, though, eh? Let's do that. Hold on, Lefty never said anything else other than slap, right? Nope. Okay. Lefty, thank you again, dude. He wants a break from Battlegrounds? Are you boycotting Battlegrounds? No, I'll be back in Battlegrounds in a couple days. There was just a lot to talk about, and I don't expect there to be as much to talk about today, but still. In case we want to continue the conversation, I didn't want to try to have the conversations. Hello. This is 6-star Wolverine, huh? Interesting. I didn't want to try to have the conversations while being in Battlegrounds, though. Very interesting. I don't think I have 5-star Wolverine even. Huh. Let me go take a look-see here. Do I have 5-star Wolvie? I do not. Dude's right down here in the corner. Oh my goodness. There's a little part of me that wants to bag myself a little Wolverine. I don't think there's any way that I could actually grind for him, but damn. That's cool. They finally released 6-star Wolverine, huh? I mean, I think this is the first time he's been available, right? Or did I miss something prior to this? Wait, is there offers for him? God, I don't even know how to look for these offers. I open this page up so infrequently. What is this thing? Tier 1 class alloy selector. My goodness. It's a cool looking shiny box, I guess. Bunch of relic stuff. Wait a minute. Did I miss my special? Did they take it away? Oh no, here it is. The Peter Parker's wallet bonus offer. I was like, no way, dude. Why would they take it away? It's still there. Is there no Wolverine here though? Huh. Feral Crystal? Wait, is it just in the Crystal tab here? There it is. Okay. Interesting. I never agreed with them thinking that Wolverine was too OP. You know, whenever they said like they're not, you know, they don't want to bring certain champs back because they're too OP. Wolverine's weak, man. I mean, you know, they buffed him with like the APOC synergy or whatever, right? But Wolverine just by himself was nothing special of a champion. He's a cool champion. I wish they would add a different Wolverine to the game, in all honesty, because Wolverine's just a cool character. But he's not an OP champion at all. Go for a Crystal BG? Nah. I mean, have you seen me play the Messiah game? The Messiah for mod game or whatever? Dude, me and 6 stars out of a Cav Crystal, it just doesn't really happen like that, so. Do we need a 5th Wolverine? Karate Man. Yeah. I think so, personally. Dude, Wolverine, here's the thing about Wolverine, man. How much of this game has Wolverine been relevant for? It's kind of like, okay, how many Spider-Men do we need or something like that? But there was relevant Spider dudes. At least Stark Spidey was very relevant. I don't know about Stealth Spidey. I'm sorry, I know you like him. But let's go through all the Wolverines. So, we'll start with Old Man Logan, who is not terrible today, but he was never really anything too relevant to the contest. If we're being honest with ourselves here, he was never that relevant. Not an awful champ, but that was only post-buff, and pre-buff he was complete cheeks, and no one even plays him post-buff. All right. Moving on, we have Wolverine and X-23, which they were kind of relevant in like the, you know, clearing Realm of Legends days, but even then they were mostly relevant like after Scarlet Witch got nerfed. People used Wolverine and X-23 in like Alliance Quest, not really anywhere else. Like Alliance Quest and Realm of Legends, everywhere else a little too slow. Then we have Weapon X, who's like mostly a trophy champion. He's the best Wolverine in the game at the moment, not counting, you know, like APOC synergies or whatever. But he was also he's also a trophy champ, right? He's not like a standard champion in the game. So I think we need a good, relevant Wolverine. Such an iconic character in the Marvel universe. We need someone that's actually gonna hold up and live up to the name, in my opinion. It's just me though. We're getting another Iron Man this year. It's Iron Heart. Now another Iron Man I could do without, but I guess my argument can kind of be made for the Iron dudes. Most of them have not been all that relevant for such a big character in the Marvel universe. Hulkbuster, definitely the... Well, I shouldn't say definitely. I guess Silver Centurion is arguably better, right? I don't really know a ton about Silver Centurion. I played him super briefly. I don't even think I did a full testing stream for him. I think I did like 2 fights just to see how he works or something like that. But OG Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, Iron Patriot, all those champs, just flush them straight down the toilet, you know. Okay, test for Echo 2112, dude. Thank you very much for the 10, saying plus siest la meme. I don't know what that means. Choose the what? The more that things change. Oh, is that supposed to be the more that things change, the more they stay the same? Is that what that means? Choose peace, love, and happiness, peeps. Well, I agree with that. But for some people, it ain't a choice. It's hard to do, especially on the happiness side of things, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a good direction to go towards if you can go towards it. Dude, thank you very much for the 10 though. I really want to know, is that what that means? The CS la meme or whatever. It's French, dude. French is such a beautiful language that I can make sound like a terrible language. Because I cannot do any sort of what's it called? Any sort of accent or anything like that. But dude, thank you very much for the 10. I really appreciate it. Romance language, totally. Rance Scout, thank you for the buck as well. Rance, where are you at? Let's see here. Twitters, please, sure. Let's go. What do we have on the Twitterverse? Oh, hello. 1 crystal and done. Damn, dude. Just 1 and done, 6-star Wolvie. I wonder if anyone in here is seeing this and they're like, 1 crystal, huh? I have enough units for 1 crystal. Oh, man. I'll tell you this much, though. I don't have enough units for 1 crystal. Screw that, dude. Congratulations. Super lucky. Congrats. That's awesome. All right, easy. Set over 5 as well. Saying best thing about Arena is it can't be trivialized by spamming revives. Oh, man. That's actually a good tweet right there, dude. It's true. It is true. Dang, man. You think Kabam's gonna regret those words? Kind of the way that they've. I don't know if. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other things they regret, but the example I was gonna give is the way that like Kabam Mike once said that Cyclops is a powerful champ or whatever. But I don't think that's really a regretful thing because he just turned it into a joke, which is great actually. But there's probably tons of stuff that they did regret saying on the forums, and I feel like this is potentially one of those moments. Because no matter what happens in future content, anything that requires any number of revives, they're just gonna throw it right back like, well, I'm trivializing this with or like here's an offer that contains 10 revives. I hope they call it the trivialize offer or something like, you know. Nah, they don't give an F, perhaps. Is there any strat in fighting? Yeah, in MCOC? Oh yeah. If you're new to MCOC, yes, there's a lot of strategy to this game. It seems very simple on the surface, but the better you can get at fighting, you can become like unhittable through learning various techniques. The best one to learn early on is just how to parry. If you're not familiar with parrying yet in the game, well, check out a video and familiarize yourself. It's a great one. It's an old one, but it's very high. Oh, why did I? Dang, dude, I didn't see that she evaded. It's an old one on the Dork Lessons channel called How to Parry Like a Boss, I believe. And yeah, mastering the parry alone will take you very far in this game. And then there's other techniques to master, like baiting specials, intercepting, dexing all of the opponent's specials. There's different techniques that are kind of derivatives of those, like backdraft intercepting, or light intercepting, or sidestepping the opponent. Yeah, there's tons of stuff to learn. Usually not playing BGs. I'll go back to them soon. Not today, but in like 2 days. I will. I think I want to test another champ. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Don't hold me to it, because I might not. I might just play Battlegrounds tomorrow. But if I don't, if either way, I'll be back in Battlegrounds in like 2 days tops. Hey Brian, what happened with Battleground streams? Not worth it anymore? Oh, okay. Well, I was answering that before I read that question, but yup, already answered. Now, man, just to elaborate a little more, since you asked, are they worth it or whatever? Well, in some ways they're worth it. In some ways they aren't worth it. The arena is still tremendously rewarding. I don't know if it's more rewarding than Battlegrounds. I kind of think it is. I kind of think arena is still more valuable than Battlegrounds. There might be a balance to it though, of like playing a certain number of matches in Battlegrounds, and then, you know, like a certain amount of arena. I don't know, but I play Battlegrounds for fun. I don't even think about the rewards really. Although, speaking of rewards, let me go to the shop. What is this thing? Paragon stamp. Collect stamps by acquiring daily specials and trade in for a collectible bonus. Now I remember. There's like little boxes, right? Yeah. There's those stamp boxes. Okay. Well, never get those. Let me go to Battlegrounds, and I just want to spend some resources here. Let's go ahead and clean all of this out. And then I want to get some sig stones as well. Do I get all of them? How much? Yeah, I get all of them. Okay. That'll do. Back to the arena. Without playing the arena, though, there's like no way to get units. Not a high quantity of them, at least. And units, you could do anything you want with them. Speaking of trivializing the game, units trivializes the game. That's the ultimate. More so than revives ever can. Because you can convert them to revives if you want, but you can't convert revives to units. And with units, you could buy not every single offer in the game, but a good many of them at least. Eee! Please don't hurt me, thing. Come on, friend. Thank you. Alright, Oxygen, thank you for the 5 CHFs. And last, please, any idea what I could do to still play the game but stop spending? Well, let me read you your last one first. Hold on a sec. Come on, Thing. Who puts Thing in the arena, dude? Come, give me a break. Nobody wants to fight you, dude. Gotta actually pay attention, take a million hits, gonna go unstoppable if I'm not keeping track of your rock stacks. I don't got time for that. Alright, let me see. Oxygen. Your last one is... Wait, hold on a sec. Was there ever follow-up from Test for Echo? I don't see one, at least. Okay. Alright, Oxygen. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, BG, I love the game, but I struggle a lot with spending. Putting myself in trouble IRL. I leave the game for 1 year, and I miss the game, so I come back and start to spend a lot. Any idea? This is a tough question to answer, you know? There's like a super simple answer of, well, just don't spend, right? But it's not that easy. You already know you don't want to spend. But sometimes we don't have as much control as we'd like, right? Just like with anything in life, sometimes we find ourselves having a hard time finding that control or balance with something, right? I don't know. Honestly, I think you'd have to try a few different avenues to see what works for you. I believe there's ways to set it up where like you can't spend. I don't know if it's like a parental control sort of feature that you'd have to activate, or something in the App Store itself, or I'm not sure. But maybe just Google like how to prevent spending like any money on like an iTunes account or something like that, or Google Play or whatever. Because I believe there's solutions out there for that. You could try that. Of course, that might not work either because, well, if you're the one setting it up, well, you could also kind of disable that at any time too. So if that doesn't work, well, I don't know. A lot of it, I think, is a mindset of not being worried about your progression compared to others, compared to what, like the by the way, who put Magneto in the arena too? I can't believe I picked a metal champion against him. Anyway, a lot of it's a mindset of not needing to keep up, not feeling like you're missing out by not spending. Like, let me ask you a question. You said you stepped away from the game for a year, right? How much stuff do you think you missed in that 1 year? How many quests that you could have done for free, side quests, login calendars, and the list goes on, right? 22-hour solo events. And at the end of the day, none of that matters. You're back and you're playing and you're having fun, right? It doesn't matter that you missed out on all that stuff. You're still able to play the game and just have fun, right? So don't worry about not picking up all the offers because you're still going to be able to play and have fun without them. That's the best I got. I don't know if any of that stuff is helpful to you at all. But yeah, I would try a few different methods, and if none of the methods work for you, then sometimes, unfortunately, we got to just stop that activity entirely. Yeah. For me, it's chips. Potato or tortilla, any type of chip. I stopped eating chips. I'm going to try not to have another chip again in my entire life. Stopped on Christmas. Because I can't handle it. If I have one chip, I have to have a million chips. I'll never give up. So I had to just, that's it. I have to treat it like the same way an alcoholic would treat alcohol, you know? Alright, anyway. Dude, thank you very much for the 5 CHFs, though. Can I interest you in protein chips? You can interest me in a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep. Or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Karate Mike. Alright, Shane Ramsey with the 53 months. Say I never thought orthopedic shoes would work for me. But I stand corrected. Okay, great. Thank you, Shane. Please enjoy your lap. Also, who would win in a fight? A grilled cheese or a taco? I think this is from a movie, right? I don't know their answer in the movie, but I want to say the grilled cheese. Because the grilled cheese, I feel like if it's grilled and it's freshly grilled, the cheese will be all melty and can hold the taco down. And then what the hell's a taco gonna do from there? You know? By chips, you mean crisps, right? I mean whatever you want to call them. I'm not eating them. That's that. Same thing goes for like all that type of like, you know, snack food type stuff. Like a snack could be anything, right? You could have a slice of pizza for a snack. You could have a whole burrito for a snack. But like the traditional kind of snacks of like, yeah, chips, crisps, pretzels, Chex Mix, I don't know, whatever else. I'm gonna try my best to not have those ever again. I sent $2. Brandon, you did. But I was also reading other messages that also said super chats. So, sorry it's taken long to read yours, but you have not been forgotten. Thank you very much for the 2, Brandon, saying, hello, I love your content, bro. Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Was there a different comment too, or just that one? I think it was that one. Dude, thank you very much. I really appreciate not only the support, but the kind words. Thank you, dude. Good, don't deny yourself fish and chips. Oh, man, well, I was already not on the fish. That sounds weird, like I'm sitting on cod or something. But no, fish is probably the least appetizing thing I've ever looked at in my entire life. I mean, I've said this before. I've only had. I'll go through it again though. Like my entire experience with seafood is this. When I was a kid, I ate fish, full paws, sticks. Not gonna trap me, not today, Simon. I had those because I didn't know what they were. I thought they were chicken. And I was like, man, this chicken tastes funny. I don't like it. So I had those a few times growing up. And then trying to think how old I was. Let's see. I was dating Laura already. We were at like some, you know, like food chain type place, like an Applebee's or something like that. You know, only the best for my girl. So we're at like an Applebee's or something like that, and I think she got like I don't know, some kind of like shrimp pasta dish sort of thing. And I never had a shrimp before. And she's like, you never try anything new or whatever. And I'm like, I try new stuff all the time. Give me one of them shrimps. And I had a shrimp, and that's the last time I ever had seafood. I think I was maybe, let's see. I think that's probably like 15 years ago. I've never eaten seafood ever again since then. All right, anyway, Douglas, thank you very much for the 20 saying, help PG, 5-star awakening gem on CGR or Hercules. I'm decent with both, but your video has me leaning towards Herc. I just don't want to mess this up. I have the resources to rank 5, the one that I used the gem on. Yeah, Douglas, it's the answer is Hercules with the 100,010%. Hercules is basically regarded as the most overpowered champ in the game currently. There's definitely a case that could be made for other champs, but in terms of overall power level, overall ease of, you know, like accessibility and like meaning not that difficult to play, and then just being able to survive on very little health so that you don't need to use potions if he bites the dust and you got to revive him. Being able to just win fights with like actual 1 health point remaining, you know, he's the most popular champion in the entire game. And that is an objective statement rather than the subjective one of him being regarded as, you know, the potentially strongest champ in the game. He is the most popular one. There's more Hercules ranked up at like the highest level in the game than any other. So yeah, I'd recommend going that route. You could still play CGR without him being awakened. And you could always awaken him later if you know, wanted to, with like a future gem or something like that. But yeah, you could play him unawakened too. So go Kirk. Douglas, dude, thank you very much for the 20. Very generous of you, and congratulations on your brand new ultra powerful awakened Hercules, or soon to be. If you don't have 6-star Hercules, the next best thing you could have is 5-star Hercules. Yeah, kind of. Oh man, it's so sad that that's actually true. Like, it's not the next best in every situation, right? There's plenty of situations where if you don't have a 6-star Hercules, No, you use a 6-star champ of something else. But like for Karina's, everyone's like, okay, you don't have 6-star Hercules? Well, rank up the 5-star. That's going to be your best bet. And that's the hardest piece of content in the entire game is Karina's. So if 5-star Herc's good enough for that, then and better than 6 stars for that, well, what does that say about Hercules? It says a whole damn lot. Do you think they only match people using energy with energy? Nah. Or energy and tokens too. I've had a bunch of people quitting out before the match even starts lately. Seems odd if they use tokens too. No, there's no way that they divide it that way. All that would do is extend the time between matches, like in the looking for match thing. And the more they can keep that down, the better it is for the game overall. PG, you plan on doing incursions with Lags for side quest? Not really. If Lags wants to do it, sure. I never really opt to do incursions. I just do it whenever Lags is like, hey buddy, you want to do incursions? And I'm like, Lags, you're the man. I'll be sure, let's do it, you know? I just play incursions with Lags because I like playing with Lags. Please don't kill me. Need a few poise charges, man. These fights are actually taking some time here. Uh-oh. Oh boy, I think I killed myself. Yeah, I sure did. Yep. I'm playing with one hand, and it was hard to get out of the corner with one hand like that, unfortunately. And I got wrecked. Wow, so that 5-star Awaken Herc, having the gutter is actually useful. Yep. Very useful. Oh, crap. You know what? All right, it's time to put both hands behind the wheel here. I don't want to lose my streak. Let's focus up for a second here. What are you doing with the other hand? Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it, karate man. Maybe I'm doing karate. There's great rewards in them this month. Have you looked at them? A little bit. I don't remember the rewards off the top of my head, but I remember looking at it to see if it was a good time to do a new account challenge. I don't really chase rewards too much. I kind of just play whatever I'm gonna have fun with at this point. That said, if the rewards really are good, well, maybe I should go chasing. How is this guy unstoppable, and how do I stop him from being unstoppable? I'm scared right now. You guys want to play incursions or battlegrounds? Because I think I just lost my streak. Gallon gets more things when you gain armor. So all the times that I was parrying, I was gaining armor, and I was just giving him... Okay. Well, that was neat. That was cool. That was fun. Let's do it again, I guess. I don't know. Damn it, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. How do I get rid of the unstoppable? Is it like an intercept to get rid of it sort of thing? I was just afraid to hit him because he was a very powerful 6-star. And I'm like, well, maybe I just keep parrying him. Maybe it'll go away over time. Maybe I'll just deal damage through parries and I'll be okay. I was going to blow up. That sucked. You don't? You just don't get rid of it ever? Cool game. Really cool, really fun. Love it. Yep, love me some MCOC. God. Hey BG, I used a generic gem and took up my 6-star Silver Centurion to rank 4. I love playing him, and I took your and others' advice to play champs I have fun with. Awesome. That's awesome, dude. We were just talking the tiniest little bit about Silver Centurion today. We were trying to talk about like who's the strongest iron dude. Well, congratulations. And hell yeah, man, I like that style of just playing who you like. Brain, I need help! Kingster Slimer! I need help too, but what do you need help with? Thank you for the buck. Let me see. Brain, I need help pranking my brother. Oh, man. You know, I'm not really that much of a prankster. Although, I did really think about pranking someone today. I'll tell you the prank idea I had. I don't know if this helps you at all, but this might be... Well, let me read the rest of your message. Okay, so hold on. But I need help pranking my brother. He's not very good at the game. Dude died to a Kamala Khan with his 4-star Hercules. Frankly, I've considered disowning him. Wow. Anyway, can you randomly say something like Chandler, defeat the Collector, or a spider will get you? Well, I guess I just said it, but that's also terrible, dude. I wouldn't want a spider chasing me. I don't want a spider to chase Chandler either. But how about this? Is he... Wait, can he hear me right now? I don't know if he could hear me right now. I want to describe the prank that I was gonna do today. Well, I'm not gonna actually do it, but I have this mind that does go towards pranks. But then I just stop myself because I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to make someone feel bad, not even for a second. But what I was gonna do is I had to walk down these stairs that's kind of narrow. You know, like behind a door, just standard stairs in a building, right? And what I wanted to do was record on my phone, potentially even record like at my computer and make it really sound legit, like I was falling down the stairs. But like screaming and, you know, loud bangs and stuff like that. And really even make it sound like, you know, the longer the recording goes on, like the further away it sounds. So that it sounds like I really did fall down the stairs. And like I'm just breaking all my bones and stuff. It's not that funny if you've ever fallen downstairs before, which I have, by the way. It's really not that funny. I'm only laughing because... the idea of just setting all that up on my phone to trick someone into coming to help me. There's a little part of me that thinks it's funny. So if you want to go with that idea, you can do that. Terrible idea though. Please don't do that. Instead, Chandler, just don't get eaten by a spider or fight the Collector so you don't get eaten by a spider. Okay. Okay, there we go. Kingster Slimer, thank you very much for the buck. Are you playing with one hand? Yes. For most of MCOC, I play with one hand. I usually only play for 2 hands in game modes that matter a bit more. Like in Battlegrounds, I'm almost always playing with 2 hands. When I'm in like the Abyss or Karinas or whatever, 2 hands. He plays 2 hands in Tier 1 Wars. Yeah, exactly. In Alliance War, I always played with 2 hands. Alliance Quest, I usually played just with 1. But if I was getting my ass kicked, I would, you know, throw on the 2nd hand there. Alright, easy. Thank you for the 2 saying, should I awaken my 4-star Wolverine? Let's make a poll for it. You want some help? Sure. Okay, should I awaken 4-star Wolverine? Okay, there we go. All right, the poll is live. Going downstairs on the ship in the middle of the night with no one around. Wait, what? Right, you've pranked the world every day for years by wearing that bald cap. Well, I mean, that's just a style thing. It's not really a prank, you know? Who is Easy? He's the person that asked, should I awaken my 4-star Wolverine? Which is why I made this poll of, should I once again... I am asking, should I ban EZ permanently? Of which 75% of people voted yes. Feels like a pretty solid amount, although the number's going down. I'm going to end the poll, because somehow the number is going down. I don't like that. We dropped down to like 72% there. It's not cool. I think that's the wrong poll. No. Well, the reason why Easy is asking about awakening 4-star Wolverine, I presume at least, is because I accidentally awakened my 4-star Wolverine with a 4-star awakening gem back in the day. Back when they, you know, still mattered a whole lot. And I did not need that 4-star Wolverine awakened. Because there's no world in which EZ is seriously asking for advice on awakening a 4-star at this point. He's got more 6-star rank 4s than I do. Bastard. I'll let the ban slide this time. But I'm keeping track of all of these. Alright, Simon, thank you very much for the 100. Yeah, let me see here. Pranks are childish. Really? Really? Coming from Simon? Should I make another poll? To permanently ban Simon too? God. You're both bastards. Alright, Max Anchorage, thank you very much for the buck. Max, let me see where your message is at. Venom the Duck story? Well, Venom the Duck, he was actually very against pranks, believe it or not. It all started with someone holding an egg that appeared to, you know, is like a mirror image to the universe egg. And they did a, you know, a prank fall, a pratfall, whatever you want to call it, and you know, accidentally dropped the egg. And the look on Venom the Duck's face, I mean, is priceless, to be fair. It was pretty funny. But ever since then, Venom the Duck has just hated pranks. The dude's all about keeping it real, just being honest, straightforward, you know, none of this jokester stuff. And yeah, that's the true story about Venom the Duck and pranks. I still can't believe Venom the Duck created Audible. Well, I mean, yeah, before it was called Audible, long before it was bought out by like Amazon and stuff. Of course. TX3, thank you for the 10 months. Saying, hey BG, I don't play that much Incursions and not familiar with the mode. Can you demo how you deal with coward node, like finger action maybe? Thanks. You want to see some hot finger action? Is that what you're asking for? Let me see. How do I best show this? I mean, there's two different ways to do it, really. And I've done both methods, and I'm not even sure which is better. Like, I go back and forth between them. The coward node is a node that it comes up so infrequently that you never really have a chance to practice it. Like, I might play the coward node and then go 3, 4, 6 months before I see the coward node again, you know? So it's never something to practice, but what I do is either I'll just play like the normal way where, you know, you're just like kind of mashing the side of your screen. You're always watching the opponent. so that when they dash in at you, you can, whoops, I didn't mean to dash forward, but you can like dash backwards away because they're going to be unblockable. You want to hit their block to back them up. You don't really want to hit them so much. See, like this is already a bad spot. But whenever they dash back, you kind of want to hit their block because you want to keep them to the right side of the screen as much as possible, at least. Because once you're cornered and they're unblockable, that's a nightmare. And you don't really want to hit them as much because then they'll get to a special and then you have to bait out, you have to dex an unblockable special. So you can do that method of just using your thumbs and just kind of playing how you normally play. Or if you want to tap faster, you can also go to like this method of like the double finger taps. And you still have to dash away, which is hard to show while having my head turned or whatever, or phone turned. I can barely see it, but those are the two ways that I handle coward. Sometimes I'll start with like the double finger, and then if I get cornered, then I'll just go to playing normally, like with my thumb, But yeah, I hope that helps. Good luck. I don't know if you're deep in the incursions as we speak or something, facing a coward node, but it's not too bad to deal with, in my opinion. But I don't know, a lot of people hate it, so I wish you the best of luck. And thank you for the 10 months. Okay, let me see here. Yo, was that Royal saying I've more than likely missed a good chunk of discussion tonight? There hasn't been a ton of discussion, really, Royal. But what's the temp check on stuff going on right now? Also, hey, Baldy, hope you're well. I'm drowning, but it's fine because I'm smiling. Well, there you go. Who needs air? We're mostly aquatic anyway, I think, right? I don't know. I'm no scientist. We haven't talked a ton tonight, so I can't remember if you were here the last 2 nights when we talked about this stuff mostly. But I don't think anything has really changed in terms of how people feel. I could be wrong. Please tell me if you guys feel differently now. But I think most people still feel like they don't want the revive change to go through. But ultimately, no. Well, it's probably going through, and we're kind of just waiting to see what Kabam does as a response to the feedback given that people don't like this change. Hoping for some sort of compromise that satisfies the player base. I feel like in general that's where people are at. Yeah. All I've seen is the revive stuff leading to Hercules nerf discussion, so I'm lost. If that was yesterday, then yeah. I did talk about that a little bit, but I mean, Hercules, he's not going to get nerfed. I just kind of wanted to gauge how people felt about the idea of champions potentially getting nerfed. It's interesting. I kind of hate debates. By the way, Ankit, I see your message. I'm going to get to it in a sec. But I kind of hate debates about just like opinion stuff that doesn't really matter so much. I'm sure debates serve a purpose when talking about something more important. But like, for example, like, should a champion be nerfed? Let's have a debate. Like, well, why? Why not? Why doesn't everyone just get their own opinion and that's it? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I usually like to be, at least, and just kind of respect everyone's opinion. But there is part of me that thinks it would be kind of fun to play it out, because I know, like, for example, Cam is very anti-nerf anything that is like given to players. Or maybe I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but certainly like champions. Like in his eyes is very clear. Hercules or any other champion for that matter should never ever be nerfed. Period. And I respect that opinion certainly, but at the same time, I think maybe it would be fun to have that discussion and have like a podcast style debate of just like the pros and cons of each side of it. But I'll probably never do that. It's just something that came to mind yesterday after the stream or whatever. All right, Anki, let me see your message now. God, he had more punches than I thought. All right, morning BG, howdy. You got time to see tweet, please? Absolutely, yeah. Let's check it out, man. Let me see. Yeah, 1 sec, actually. Okay, cool. All right, let me see. See if I can find it. Aha, here we go. Who next? Rank 3 and then rank 4. Can't right now. Gold issue. I mean, it feels like the easy answer is Warlock. Just because Warlock, he's Warlock. He's a beast. And just so versatile. Just great to have, even if you don't like playing him all the time. He's great to have at least rank 3. If you wanted to commit your rank 4 resources to a different champ, if you have fun with a different champ, fine. But I feel like Warlock should at least go to rank 3, if not rank 4. He's so good. So reliable, dude. When I think of Warlock, just that word reliable comes to mind more than anything else. He just has like the basic immunities that you need, the basic utility of shutting down healing. Those things are so important. Not to mention he's like fairly tanky, so if you take a few hits to the chin there, to his beautiful teeth, he'll be okay. So that would be my vote there. But what I would actually do if this were my own account is I would take Warlock to rank 3 and Howard the Duck to rank 4. I love Howard the Duck. So that's certainly a just a me thing. I don't know if I would recommend Howard the Duck for everybody. If you don't want to manually mash, I don't recommend Howard the Duck. If you're comfortable manually mashing though, he's so good. You have plenty of other options here. Every other champ here could go rank 3 or rank 4. It's up to you. Every single champ on that page is fine. Already 5 stars, Sig 200 Warlock doing great. I would still recommend Warlock even in that situation, but that's fine if you just want to keep going with the 5 star. Nothing wrong with that. BG, want to have me on one night to chat about champ balance? I'd be down. Royal. Perhaps. We could maybe do something like that. My podcast would be nice to do again, but most people have moved on to their own things. Oh, yeah. We could maybe do something like that. I always have these ideas of wanting to have these discussions, and I never do. So I'm not against the idea of it, but I don't want to promise and be like, yeah, we'll definitely do that, and then not end up doing it, you know? Because for the longest, I've wanted to get like some of the old 4 Loki crew on call, like B Manny, Taters. I understand Taters not in 4 Loki, but hey man, if you were in 4 Loki at all, you're 4 Loki for life as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I wanted to, you know, get a few people on call and just kind of gauge state of the game from their perspective, and have kind of a little roundtable discussion with a bunch of those folks like Karate Man and Lags too and stuff. Does anyone I gotta reach out to Enzo because I was gonna. We're still doing this as far as I'm aware, but for his thousandth live stream, I'm having such a hard time with that word tonight. I was gonna hop on a call with him for a while, but I haven't seen him stream recently. I hope he's okay. I hope he's just busy and stuff. Of every MCUC YouTubers, Taters is my favorite. Oh, Taters is great. I love Taters. And Taters. We'll put a pin in it. There you go. Meanwhile, the boys dipping ping pong balls in concrete mix and throwing them at solo cups. Huh? What is that? Oh, man. Just got uppercut. Dang. Should I wake up my 5-star iDoom or Hyperion? I don't know if I'm qualified to answer that. I would lean towards Hyperion personally, but I don't know if I'm familiar enough with iDoom to really tell you. So yeah, if anyone else in the chat wants to chime in, add some advice there, please do. Okay, we got 2 votes for Hyperion, it seems. So yeah, seems like that's probably the way to go. Hype's such a beast. iDoom is great too, but I don't know, man. Hype is... Dude, Hyperion has been around forever. It's so crazy how well that champion has held up, you know? Some champs, they just hold up. Archangel, another great example of a champ that just freaking holds up, man. Beautiful champs that are not that complicated, but still useful. Still so good. How are the Duck? My first 5-star. Have special connection. That's my priority to max out. Okay. Then yeah, man. I would go with it. I'm not sure who I want to rank up next in the tech class. It might be Howard the Duck. I don't know. I have an iDoom now myself, and I'm not sure if I rank him or... I mean, I'm gonna rank him, of course, but like, do I rank him over Howard the Duck, or do I just get him to an okay rank? You know, like rank 3 or something like that, and then rank 4 Howard the Duck instead. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Leaning towards it, at least. Good old days of BG needing Gwen for oh yeah, for Labyrinth. Yeah. Oh man. Had some Labyrinth throwbacks recently. Just I don't know if I ever thought I would be saying this, but a little nostalgic for Labyrinth. I've been sharing that in a chat. Labyrinth of Legends, like the content, if it was released today, would be straight garbage. It'd be like, kabam, what the hell is this, man? Take it back to the drawing board. This is terrible content. But I don't know, man. It was just something good about the game at that time that I miss. There's plenty of stuff that's great today that I would miss if it was gone. But I don't know. I think a lot of it just comes down to the special Ultron prize for one. The relative balance of most champ... God, the screen is bright as hell. What the hell? The relative balance at the time being closer, like all the champs being closer in terms of power. People having like their identifying champ, you know, I say this all the time how like that time period, like Gwenpool, that was my champ, you know. Stark Spidey, that was Legacy's champ. We all played as many champs as we can get our hands on, of course, but like these were our specialty champs, you know. Frojo with his with Rogue. And although like everyone played and everyone wanted Star-Lord, if you look at like Mvincible's channel, you could tell like he was just like that was his champ, you know, or Doctor Strange. Prior to that time, and even after that time, during like the Summoner Showdown, you could tell it was still like Doctor Strange, you know. We all just had our own kind of unique champs. Keep talking like that, BG, and Kabam will release MCOC Classic. I think about that sometimes, and I don't want MCOC Classic, but I almost want like a redo. I want a version of MCOC where Kabam isn't afraid to make changes. You know, as much as I hate the potion change that they're doing, well, I mean, I guess I don't hate it as much as other people because, again, I don't mind that they're changing the potions. I just wish they changed them better. I wish they didn't replace it with some garbage little quest, and I wish they like added ways to heal mid quest or like, you know, through NPCs or so. I don't know. I just wish they came up with something better, right? But even without coming up with something better, honestly, man, I just hope they go through with a change, because it means they had the, oh god, I died to that. It means they had the balls to finally do something. Dude, am I in the same spot again where I just need to get out my 6 stars or I'm gonna lose my streak? These fights are a little too difficult at the moment, depending on which fight they are. I thought that Venom Pool was dead and he just lived forever. This guy can't hit me with a special 3, otherwise I'm gonna die. So please throw your special 2, friend. Come on. You know I don't miss this part of the arena. I was unblockable! Oh god, I'm dead! I'm alive. Please don't lose the streak again, dude. Come on, do any kind of damage. For the love of... Thank you. God. Yeah, anyway, I hope they just make any kind of change. Prove that you got the guts to do it. And then hopefully make good changes going forward. That's the thing, is I mean I want them to make good changes. I don't want them to just make garbage changes that piss people off. Not at all. But anyway, T-Pizzle, thank you very much for the buck. Let me see here. Hold on a sec. What the heck? Hold on. Stupid chat. Okay. BG, I know you love MCOC, but I gotta say, I think you're limiting yourself. Look how popular you are. Not competitive, no new game knowledge, and mediocre skill. JK. I feel like that wasn't totally JK. If you branched out, you'd kill it. Just got a great personality and vibe about you. I'd love to see you play something else, and I think other audiences would love to see you and enjoy your content like we do. T-Pizzle. Bring it in, pal. That was a nice message, dude. Let's hug it out, man. That was beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. Oh man. No, seriously, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Here's the thing. I wasn't looking to be a a streamer or like video game YouTuber. Like I I fell ass backwards into this. I wasn't, this was never the goal. This was a result of failure, of wanting to make a cool website, you know? Which is still kind of hilarious of like, well, how cool could a website have actually been? Let's face it, Aunt May is pretty sweet, but is there any website that would have been better than just having a YouTube channel where I could just hang out and talk to you guys all day? Probably not. Realistically, probably not. So it is funny that this is how it happened, but yeah, I guess that's part of the reason why I am not really so quick to just want to like start making content for another game. I'm not completely opposed to the idea, of course, but I guess that's just where my head's at, where it was never a goal. I started streaming because I liked answering all the comments on the videos, and I answered every single comment and then every response to the comments and all that stuff. And well, when I got to around 10,000 subscribers, it was taking like 4 hours every day to do that. I'm like, I mean, I can't do this anymore. I like doing this, but it's just not realistically possible. And then I also needed to get like some catalyst. Like, I'm sorry. So back then, it took like 15 seconds. No exaggeration. I might be underselling it. It might have taken like 20 seconds, in some instances 25 seconds, to load into a fight. Just one fight. And then loading out of that fight, same thing. So I would need catalysts, like low-level catalysts, right? Level 1, level 2 catalysts. And I would just, there was no auto fight at the time either, right? So I'm going through these quests. This was on an Android device too, by the way. iPhones at the time loaded pretty much just as quick as they do today, but the game was really poorly optimized for Android devices back then. Way better now. Anyway, so I was like getting these like level 1, level 2 catalysts or whatever to rank up champs to play in the arena. And while the loading was happening, that's when I was responding to all those comments. But then it at a certain point, yeah, it just took way longer. I was done doing everything I wanted to do in game, and there was still a mountain of comments, and I'm like, man, it's not possible. So let me just turn on a stream, and I'll try to answer these questions while playing the game and getting the catalyst that way. And I won't hit every comment, but could still keep some conversations going at least. And that's how streaming started. No one streamed MCOC. It wasn't a thing. There was like a few times where people had streamed, but it wasn't a regular thing, at least. Anyway, all that to say, T-Pizzle, thank you very much. You're awesome. Will I ever stream another game or like regularly or make content for it? I don't know. We'll see. Either way, MCOC is not the end. It's not it never was and never will be the end goal. This is just for fun. All right, Zaydoven, thank you for the box set. MCOC Classic would be cool in the form of a variant. Like have nodes that change your champs and you're restricted to 2016 champs. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't hate that idea if that was like the next specialty variant. If that was the next theme for it. But they would have to do it in such a way that I don't know if it would be technically possible. Because the champs that got buffed would kind of ruin it in a way. right? Because if you say, okay, well, you have to use 2016 champs, well, there's plenty of powerful 2016 champs these days, or like, you know, up to 2016 champs. I'm sure whatever metal opponent in there, you know, Magneto would just crumple like he crumples all of them today. But yeah, I think part of the reason why MCOC Classic would not be fun is the champs back then, a lot of them were just sucky. They were just kind of copy and paste. You know, Kabam needed to put a certain number of champs on the box before they shipped it, you know, to interest people. Like, whoa, there's 30 different Marvel characters to choose from? Wow. You know what I mean? But they were like all the same. They all just they had the same animations. Not literally all of them, but like I think every single female champ in the game had the spin kick heavy thing. Before they started changing those up. The Iron Dudes, they were the same. Like, all the champs back then, they were similarly terrible. So, for there to be like an MCOC Classic, it's... I don't know exactly what it would look like. But they would have to have interesting, cool champions still, like they have today. But maybe strip away certain parts of them. Maybe, you know, like certain content, certain nodes would have to be altered and stuff too. I don't know. I don't know how it would look. Parry, medium, light, medium was every 2016 champ. Pretty much, except some people didn't know how to parry. I didn't like, all right, let me try to figure out when I learned to parry. I learned to parry when I went into Realm of Legends. So let me find when I went into Realm of Legends. Let me see. Lags, did I say what's up, by the way? You said sup, Hoss. What's up, dude? Okay, let's see. Oh, God, this is a terrible... this is a terrible thumbnail. I've come you know... Progress is awesome. I love Progress. The first video I ever uploaded about MCOC was a progression video. I want to show that I got nothing now, but hey, in the future, I'll get something. And you know what else is good about looking at Progress? I could make better thumbnails today than this. This is not good. It is not good at all. I like how I put this $sign right there in the thumbnail, though. Wow, no money spent. It's so special. No perfect block. So perfect block was a thing where you had synergies that would give you block proficiency, and it was additive. There was no diminishing returns for it. So if you think about a champion today that has like 60-ish% perfect block, if you had two synergy partners that also gave 20%, you're now at 100%, which means if you're blocking, you take 0 damage. Now, of course, that made for a terrible game, and Kabam nerfed that. And that's when I gained so much respect. Like, you guys have no idea. MCOC, for me, it went from a mobile game to just a game. Like, at that point, I not only did I gain respect for Kabam, but I gained respect for all mobile games. Because I was like, holy cow. They're making changes just like they would to, you know, like a PC game. Something that I didn't even see really happen much in like console gaming. Of course, it like today it happens, but looking back to like earlier console games and stuff like that, there were no adjustments post release, or very, very few examples of it. You know. Today, very standard, of course. But anyway, I posted this video Let me see. Okay, so July 15, 2016. This is when I learned how to parry. I didn't know about parrying before this. I mean, I learned about it probably like a few weeks before this, because by the time I posted this video, you know. But I didn't watch anyone else and like study their gameplay. I just went into Realm of Legends and I was like, damn, dude, I can't do this. And then I was practicing and I was only intercepting. That was my fight style, believe it or not. It was pure intercepts back then. And well, you guys know I'm not very good at intercepting. So I struggled to take down Winter Soldier, and I think I took him down like a few times without parrying, you know? But then I was like, dang, dude, well, what else can I do? How can I do this? And I was looking around at the masteries, and I always had the parry mastery, because I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds very strong. You stun the opponent when you block on time? Yeah, for sure putting a point in that. But I just never utilized it. Or I only ever accidentally utilized it before trying Realm of Legends. And it's not like I invented parrying. I don't mean to make it sound like that. There's plenty of skilled people that came way before me that cleared Realm of Legends before I ever downloaded the game and knew how to parry then. I'm just saying I didn't know. And there was not a whole lot of content out there that really went over stuff like that, because I don't know if Dave made his how to parry video at the time yet. Maybe he did and I didn't see it or something. I don't know. I don't know if I was aware of Dave's stuff yet. Anyway, Messiah, thank you for the 2, saying hashtag read first, hashtag Simon for mod, hashtag justice for Messiah. Dang. Messiah, what is, let me see your first one here. Hashtag stop the cap. What is all this stuff, man? Hashtag Bolibot, hashtag suit filed. Mr. Grant, you will be served tomorrow for the legal issues we have. Hashtag justice for Messiah. Messiah, what is all the hate? What is all this legal stuff you're throwing my way? I tried to get a 6-star out of the Cav Crystal. What the heck, man? I tried. It's just not happening. Oh, man. Messiah, thank you as always. That's because the internet didn't exist yet and all games were hard copies, not digital. I mean, kind of, sort of. But there were like PC games. They were updating regularly by this time. PC games, I mean, Diablo 2 is the first. Is Diablo 2? Yeah, I think Diablo 2 is the first one that got some sort of regular updates. And by regular updates, I mean it wasn't like a monthly thing like MCOC is. I just mean, you know, there were different versions. Whenever they were done making the next version, they would just release it. You know, it was like 1.08, 1.09, 1.10, whatever, right? I'm trying to think. Like Age of Empires is another online game I played. I didn't play it. I don't know if I cared enough if there were updates to that game. But there might have been. Yeah, I don't know. But like most online games, it was just expected that there was going to be updates. And for console games, they were online, but they still didn't really have too many updates at that time, at least that I'm aware of. I think it's probably because they knew not everyone was like playing these games online yet. Or maybe it was just really hard. Maybe consoles didn't have I mean, I guess this is what you're saying, where like consoles, they probably didn't have like that sort of hard drive space for things to be downloaded to, right? Because you did still have to have the disc in your system or cartridge or whatever. So James, you're right. You're right. My tangent was for nothing. You're totally correct. That probably is the reason, is because there was nowhere to save that data to. Because of course, like consoles, just like any other computer, they have storage. It's just that storage was basically only there for like the games or the console's like operating system or whatever, which was basically nothing. Which is basically just to get the game started. But yeah, so I gained a huge amount of respect for Kabam around that time. And it's funny, today I kind of think of it's kind of gone full circle where you know, MCOC for me went from a mobile game to just a game, and now I think of it again as a mobile game, which sucks because I don't know, like they did a lot to take away that stereotype of what mobile games are and how they operate, but then it just feels like they just went right back into that stereotype, and doesn't mean the game is complete trash or anything like that, but all of the bad things that come with mobile gaming are unfortunately present, you know? First online game I played was StarCraft. I went pro before I quit, and I was getting paid to play. Dude, that's so awesome. Yeah, I was never into StarCraft. I mean, I was never into Warcraft either until Warcraft 3. I never played the first two. But damn, dude, I still love Warcraft 3 to this day. I just wish they didn't botch the re-release. Otherwise, I was looking forward to that so much. I played Descent and Red Alert Command & Conquer Online in the early 90s. Was there updates for that? Because I was thinking of Command & Conquer as well, but I don't think I really played online. For Command & Conquer, I just remember playing the campaign at a friend's house. I also remember getting the game for like PlayStation or whatever. Man, we looked this up not that long ago, maybe like a few months ago, and I can't remember if the one for PlayStation was Red Alert or not. But I ended up getting that for PlayStation 1. And you could play like with two consoles and a connecting cable, of course. EVE Online PC would have been an early one for expected updates regularly. EVE Online. When did EVE Online? EVE Online's kind of, isn't that like 2010-ish? That's kind of a bit later than what I'm thinking about. I want to look it up though. Hold on. After this fight, I want to see when that game came out. All right, you know what, Red Hulk? I'm not going to bait out a special from you, bud. Got no time for this, pal. Please just don't use it. Of course he uses it. Alright, let's go, bud. Get out of my face. I gotta look up EVE Online. Let me see here. EVE Online release date. Oh, no! That's way earlier than I thought. 2003 is when this game came out? Wow, I really thought it was closer to the late 2000s, like 2008, 2009, 2010. 2003. Okay. Interesting. Never played that game either, but maybe that, you know what? Maybe that's just when I became familiar with it existing. Because I don't think I knew about EVE Online in the, well, I mean, clearly not, right? But I probably learned about it then. Yeah, when a friend got me into this game, he brought me up as sort of the free-to-play players champion. It's what made me think the game was cool, like with skill and time you can compete. Yeah. And you certainly could compete more back then. It's a lot harder to today. Like, you technically still can. There was always things that I was not doing intentionally, that I could have been doing. But like, there's a limit that you want to put into a game, right? Like I could I have grinded for every single champion? Well, like once I, quit my job, at least, yes, I could have, but I also, one, I don't think that's realistic for someone to do. Not that I always tried to represent what was most realistic, because there's certainly things that I did that I wouldn't expect someone else to do. But two, I don't think it's healthy. Three, I don't think I would have fun doing that. So that would have kind of put me off of the game if I grinded for every single champ. And yeah, I actually thought it was more fun just to mostly play the hand that I was dealt. Plus, making content actually takes such a long amount of time. I don't know if people realize. Some of you for sure do, and especially if you guys have ever tried making content. But like, I remember when like the time periods where I was grinding for a champion, dude, I just couldn't really make content, and that's what I really wanted to do. I had fun making videos. I still do. I have an idea for a stupid little video that I might post in the next couple days. I don't know. Anyway, but like, I couldn't really learn the champions that were coming out because it was like, well, gotta grind. If you spend too much time in the arena, you can't even play the rest of the game. So yeah, there's always like more things that could be done if you want it to be competitive, but like, that stuff wasn't really realistic. I felt like the way I was playing the game was mostly realistic. For someone that didn't like watch TV really for free time and just played video games. Zaytoven, I'm so sorry, by the way. You sent a super chat over 9 minutes ago. And I'm finally gonna read it. Let me see. BG, what's the origin of you and the box of Guillotine Funko Pops? Huh? Hold on, your other message is also, honestly, the generic win pose still bothers me. It astounded me when Cersei had the generic female win pose. I don't know if I ever paid attention to that. Also, who is putting Gallon in the arena? I'm getting destroyed by this guy again. Get out of here, dude. The guillotine... The origin of the guillotine, me and the guillotine Funko? I can only tell you what I think you're asking about. Wait, hold on. Slayer raid. Slayer, thank you for the raid. The only thing I could think of with me and Funkos... That hit me? I dex, but I think just whatever his thing detonated me anyway. Didn't want to say anything because I was into the PC conversation. Yeah, I can't help myself talking about some of the older games. But okay, so the only thing I've ever really done with Funko Pops is I've given some away at like meetups before. They were never given to me for free. I always paid for them and just gave them away. A little bit because, well, I thought it would be cool to do, but also, if I'm being honest, I was just afraid no one was gonna show up. So I was kind of trying to bribe people of like, hey man, come and hang out. I don't want this to like, they were putting a lot of pressure on me at GameWorks. They were like, how many people are going to show up? I don't know if we believe you. They were like, can you start a Facebook page and get people to sign up so that we could see? Can you they had me make this an account on like, I can't, what is it? Is it smash.gg? Something like that. It's for like a video game fighting site or whatever, because I guess they thought, oh, MCOC, it's a fighting game, so maybe there's a community there. I don't know, dude. The people at GameWorks, lovely people. And once after the first meetup, they understood. They were like, oh, okay, there's just a bunch of you Marvel nerds that just want to come and hang out. That's cool. And they were totally awesome after that. But yeah, initially I was just like, oh man, well, I'm telling them I think people will show up, but I don't know if people will actually show up. So then I bought a bunch of Funko Pops and like just gave them out, not to everybody, but you know, we just like drew names out of a hat sort of deal. That's all I could think of. If there's something more, let me know and I'll try to. I found the picture in a thumbnail. I will tweet it to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. BG, when you plan on spending your arena chips, I bet you can get 20,000 plus units from that. Nah. I couldn't. I know the expected average that you get out of battle chips. It's about 1850 per million. Or like to give a better range, like 1600 to 2K. And this just comes through tracking openings for the longest. I used to post videos of like just that data that I was tracking to figure out like how many units you can get from them. So how many do I have right now? I can't have that many. Yeah, under 2 million. So even if I got, even if we rounded up to like 2K units per million, and even if we round up my 1.6 million battle chips to 2 million battle chips, so like 4,000 units worth, I would still be below 20K. Even then, I don't need 20K units. The more units I have, the more likely I am to spend them on something I don't need. So I actually like having battle chips as like a secondary bank that I can't touch, you know? The battle chip, they're like the units up there, that's like my checking account, and the battle chips is like the saving account, where I can get I can get the units from them anytime I want, but just a little bit harder for me to do, and not really on my mind to get them. So I'll save them for a rainy day when I really need them. Let me see, Zaytoven. This, okay. This is the pick I was talking about. Yeah, so this is at the meetup. That's funny. I never really even looked what was inside this box to know this is what you're talking about. So this is the box I brought to the meetup. Where it just had some Funko Pops. It's got a whole bunch of cables that I was, wanting to connect to the TVs and monitors, and we did that, but it ended up not being as fun as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so I never hosted any sort of meetup before in my entire damn life, of course, right? So the first meetup, it wasn't that great. I hope people still had a good enough time. And it was really cool that, like, Kabam actually came to the first meetup. That was a surprise. They didn't tell me about that at all ahead of time. But the second meetup was way better. The first meetup, it was around a bunch of PCs, like a LAN center style thing within GameWorks. And the idea was like, oh yeah, I got like a dozen of these cords, like the same connectors here, except I've got like some for iOS, some for Android, so whatever device people have can connect them to the monitors. And I figured, well, that's not a normal thing that people do, so it'd be cool to see the gameplay on like a larger screen. But it ended up just being kind of an uncomfortable setting of too many like I don't know, just not enough space for people just to chill and relax and stuff. The second meetup we were in like a little, like a loft area above the bar at GameWorks. GameWorks is like Dave and Buster's essentially, if you don't know what GameWorks is, where it's like a restaurant slash bar slash arcade, with a heavy emphasis on the arcade. Because there's like smaller versions of those, but Dave and Buster's and GameWorks, they're very much focused around like having a huge arcade, and then you could also get food and drinks and stuff. Anyway, there was like this area that, yeah, I guess they reserved it for like parties or something like that, and they just said, yeah, we can use that area. And just had like some couches for people to sit on, and then some TVs. And we hooked up, like, you know, instead of having a ton of people hook up their devices, we just had like 1 or 2 people hook up their device at a time, so that we could all kind of look on at whatever that person's doing. And that's when Pete got Ghost. And we watched Pete, before ever uploading any videos about Ghost, shredding Red Hulk live in Labyrinth of Legends with his Ghost. Really cool, honestly. Like, that was such perfect timing, where there was like such a unique thing where it's like, what the hell? This champion could do what? That was really cool, man. I wanted to do more meetups, but then, you know, I had to like move, and pandemic, and at this point, I don't think I'll ever host another meetup. Just being a little less active with things. But if you have the opportunity to go to a meetup, because I know like Vegas hosted a few, other people might host them here or there. I don't know if Comic-Con is ever going to be a thing again, or what the deal is there, but and by Comic-Con I mean like kabam at Comic-Con. But if you ever get the opportunity and it's not too expensive, like you're not too far away where you'd have to pay a whole ton for travel and hotel or something like that, then it's so worth it, man. Just have a good time. Everyone's super friendly. Never say never, right? Well, yeah, of course, never say never, but just I don't want to lie to anyone either and be like, oh yeah, I'll definitely host another meetup when the odds are stacked against it. But yeah, never say never. Come on, dash back, please. Oh no, oh no, oh come on. I didn't want to go to special 3. 1% health too? Give me a break. Get out of here. He knew how to play Ghost before he had ever pulled her? No. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if Ghost was a content creator program. I don't even know if Pete was in the content creator program. I don't know. At the time, we wouldn't get that many champs to test out. There wasn't a full beta server. Holy cow, man. What time is it? I actually... Alright, you know what? We're going to the crystals. I didn't realize how late it was talking about all this stuff. But yeah, I meant to end the stream like 20 minutes ago. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if we had Ghost to play with. I remember testing Ghost and thinking, wow, this champ's really strong. But I think maybe I got her as a 3-star from the arena or something. I don't know. I really can't recall. But Pete actually grinded for Ghost in the arena. And then the meetup was on like a Sunday or something like that. I don't know. But it was like real fresh. And Pete was there like on his live account with his champ that he grinded from the arena. Actually, I think what happened is I think Pete grinded for Ghost and also pulled Ghost out of a crystal or something, if I remember. I wish Pete was here to confirm. But I think he like got and awakened the champ that way. Something like that. And Yeah, I don't know. It's just a cool time. Isn't the Vancouver meetup tomorrow? Where is Abdo? Abdo is probably not in Vancouver. I don't know. I wanted to ask him about that, but I also didn't want to ask because, you know, a lot of personal stuff for him, so I didn't want to put any pressure. I was not going to be able to attend. I tried to tell him that there was a very low chance I'd be able to attend. Maybe it was just bad timing. WTF happened to Ghost, by the way? She fell off the map completely. I wouldn't say completely. She's still a beast. Ghost is still insane. I think people just got tired of Ghost. I think here's the thing. Hercules is just a more straightforward champion that can do most of what Ghost can do, because Hercules on 1 health can do anything. You know? So I think people got tired of Ghost. People definitely still use her, but there's a lot of other options that can like for champions that can deal a ton of damage. And I think Ghost is still better than most of the newer options still. And if Legends runs were still a thing, I think you still see a lot of Ghost usage. But even for like the final Legends run before Kabam pulled those from story content, people started using other champs that were super quick as well, like CGR. It's a really unfortunate because Legends runs, they were actually starting to get more interesting again. It was basically the Ghost show for Legends runs outside of like a handful of fights. But then, yeah, people started using and experimenting with other champs that were really quick for different nodes. I remember Karate Man used Mole Man a lot. I remember like watching his run and thinking, damn, I don't have Mole Man. Like Mole Man just worked really well with certain nodes to be quick. And then, yeah, other champs too, of course. Unfortunate they got pulled. Nostalgia is a strong emotion, probably why D2 will have me for life. Well, D2 is just an amazing game. I understand exactly what you're saying, though. Nostalgia is very powerful. Sometimes it's more than just nostalgia, though, you know? And yeah, D2 is still such a kick-ass game. I wouldn't play it like I did back then, but I'll still be able to return to D2 anytime and have fun with it and dig deep into some items like theory craft wise. Oh man, I'll be able to do that 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Night Hollywood, good night Dragon Dagger. Before the Ghost show, it was the Corvus show. That's true. And Corvus and Ghost, they always coexisted, I want to say. Even when it was the Ghost show, Corvus, it's not like he was out of the picture. I mean, I said Hercules replaced Ghost, but in reality, Hercules replaced Corvus. Hercules kind of replaced a lot of champions, but if you look like class type wise, the living on 1 life ability, the Corvus was the champ everyone used for AQ because he was super safe. That just went right to Hercules, you know? Corvus probably took the biggest hit from Hercules. Which is probably why he's so OP. It's like, was that Kabam's intention to make a champion that can out Corvus? That's a recipe for Hercules, and also a recipe for disaster right there, man. Okay, anyway, yeah, it's time to get out of here, though. Before I go, of course, shout out to Douglas for being tonight's biggest D. Douglas, thank you very much, man. Thank you to everyone else too. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Got my legend with Medusa. Now it feels like nothing because of modders and this month's incursion. Didn't they make a post about banning those modders or something? I mean, we need to see it to believe it as far as I'm concerned when it comes to that stuff. But hopefully they are taking care of that. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, everybody.